people and defending the people. Instead, they defend their pockets. Then defend their pocket. And we, the Jamaicans, we sit down like this. And we ignore. And that's why most people who are overseas, who defend Andrew Holness, it sick my stomach. Because in America, or Canada, or England, you have good health care. Why the backside you and you sit down over there and see the news that Jamaicans are literally outside in a ambulance, police, and what next one name, fire truck. All three services show up at your friggin' gate in a Jamaica. When you call 119, you hear one police. Hello? As a matter of fact, let me use a real example. Because you think that we're exaggerating. Me not exaggerate, me give you facts. When I am exaggerating, I will tell you I'm exaggerating. I am here in a Mandeville. I was living on Decarchet Road. Me and the one away when we go to college. My college mates, well, we depend like a big house where everybody have their own room. Like you live off campus. And where we were on a hill. My housemate got robbed by gunpoint right down on the Carteret Road. And when the youth come and say, yo, boy, they just want me to my youth just a while ago. Me quickly call Mandeville police. It's when we call the police, you know where police tell me, say, sir, tell him to come down to the station because we don't have any service vehicle now. Service vehicle out on patrol, we don't have any service vehicle. I say, what you say? The man say, so you're telling me that we just got robbed at our gate and with it, this was 9 o'clock in the night, 9 p.m. in the night. So we should go down to the foot of the hill, go wait for a taxi to come to the station to make a report. Power. And so what? You know what we did? We kiss with teeth. I'm gonna say, yo, thank God you have life here, brother. And then go in bed. Him go in bed. And me help him to buy back one phone. True. Me help him to buy back one phone. Because when me go to school, when me go to college at NCU, me used to sell panty and brassiere. Panty and brassiere. I was studying religion and theology. Them used to call me panty pastor. Yeah man, true. PP or panty pastor. Yeah. And perfume aisle. So me used to have money in a college. Whole heap of money. Long time me a hustler. Long time me a try survive. Me walk and say, me miss whole heap of class because me busy sell my panty because me looking at class and I say, well, so what me a sit down here, sir? Why should I miss a sale? But me a get education, so-called education, to go work in our system when me can the writer say I make the money. So me make money. I'm a rent car like a nothing. Rent, me rent car, rent. You can't tell something from rent. I lived. And anybody got NCU or anybody who know you will tell us, yeah man, Marvin ever clean. Up until today, I do not have that degree. I don't have it. I went to Lasco Distributors in Kingston. I was in the Bahamas when I flew back. I was at Lasco Distributors in Kingston 1 year when I came back. And the guy that was at the entrance of Lasco Distributors, that was actually opening up, Lloyd said, education is the key. Oh, we're going to agree to disagree on that. It is good to be educated. I have no problem with education. Let me say that for the record. Education is power. It is power. But in some regards, it is not the key. Yeah? And education is relative. You have book smart and you have street smart. And you gotta be street smart to survive. You hear me tell you? Education comes in many forms. And you need to know that. Remember me to tell you that. You're gonna learn something tonight, Lloyd. And I will tell you the scam in the education system. I'm gonna tell you the scam in a few education system. Good. And when I went to Lasco Distributors after I flew back from the Bahamas, you know who sat at the gate opening up the bar for me to drive the car underneath it? Who was the gate man? One of my classmates who graduated with his degree, his bachelor's degree in religion and theology. Yeah, true. The pastor had a finding job. Yeah, something weird. I said, yo, and I didn't even want the youth to feel no way. I honestly did not want him to feel bad because I'm not that person. You know me though? Me know the fact that him do this. Him not have to tell me say I'm broke like that. Me know him not the money. So me did come down and me have little money. Me just call him one side and give him a thing. Me give him my money. Me give him my money because me say, look upon this. So you're telling me somebody said wrong degree, bad investment. That also is a very good statement. Wrong degree, bad investment. I have been telling some families that if your child is in college right now and your child is studying to be a teacher or some other regular stuff or even accounting, you're making the biggest waste of money in your entire life. Worst investment. And you're like, no, Marvin, how you say that? When I was talking, people ignored me. People ignore me and they ignore. I saw him chat, but him chat too much. We laugh. You see, because the news that I read are what? You don't watch it. And you don't study geopolitics to know what's happening. So let me brief you. I'll use one country right now that is the perfect example. El Salvador. So for those of you who don't know, for 2026, El Salvador is going to be the first country in the world to have AI teachers installed across the entire nation of El Salvador. Yeah. Also in 2021, El Salvador became the first country to make Bitcoin legal tender. Yeah, man. And there were countries like the same America who were saying, oh, and that man over there is an idiot. He's an idiot. But you see the same man that said El Salvador man an idiot? The Biden administration, I think it was. And then, guess what happened? Huh? Never tell you what happened. Okay, I don't know what happened. You see, last year, January, 2025 January, or February like that, guess who Elon Musk and Trump invited to the White House to discuss cryptocurrency? The El Salvador president. Yeah. True. Yeah, man. Yeah, I am. You see a man when they say was a madman. True. Even his own people that say, yo, you're a madman. But El Salvador, this is the president, and he's a young president. When he won, I think he was 39 years old. Yeah, man, young. The El Salvador president. True. President Bukele. Nayib Bukele, if I saw them pronounce it. Yeah, I'm a rate him. Because El Salvador, in terms of their GDP at the time when he won and what he was doing, yeah, he started to gain the respect in South America. I think in South America. Yeah, man, he rose to the top. In terms of the confidence other global leaders had in him to lead. Did you know he was the one who reduced crime? You might not like his way of how he did it, but he reduced crime to 95% in the very first year of him becoming president. Yeah, true. You know what he did? Every single person who looked like a gang member was arrested, fingerprinted. Check if you're checked out to be good, they let go. If we check you out and you're really connected, you're locked up. Yeah, man. And he built one of the biggest prisons in the world, state-of-the-art prison. It is such a powerful prison that even America sends prisoners over there. Yeah. True. not read them the news. So why am I telling you all of that? I am telling you that. I am simply telling you that because you need to understand if El Salvador in 2021, was the example for futuristic finance or the new financial system or the boldest one to come out to say, oh, no, can't fool me. Me know. So the world is going to move away from the US dollar and from traditional finance and embrace DeFi, which is decentralized finance. Somebody said, you'll be killing me with the yeah, true. But El Salvador now, again, is the guinea pig they're using for AI teachers in every classroom. But not only is it that it's my perspective, Bill Gates, who should be in prison, Bill Gates who deserves the lethal injection, Bill Gates is one of the worst things that has ever happened to this world. However, and you can't really, you have to listen to him. You don't have to do what he says you should do, but you should listen to him because they sit at the head table and them make the things in the world go round. This is why up until now he cannot be arrested. The man fake this COVID thing and they still can't arrest him. Fake thing. You know how many people died from this vaccine? No business. No business. But let me tell you what happened. Bill Gates came out and made a statement that within the next 3 to 5 years, he made that statement last year, 2025. So if it's 3 years, that means by 2028 to 2030. You hear they keep talking about the 2030 agenda? People, you have to be smart. You cannot survive in this world unless you're smart. The man said, teachers and doctors will be replaced by artificial intelligence. Doctor. And you're going like, them can't replace the doctor. Oh, really? Well, let me give you another real example. And for Lloyd who is here, this example, it does not include Andrew Oles here. This example I'm about to give, it doesn't include. Somebody said doctors with the eye open wide. Yes, Mita, doctors. And let me tell you how America likes to claim things, but China did it before them. But America said it's the first, listen to me, the first surgery was done where a doctor in America operated on a patient, operated on a patient in Angola. You can go Google it. I go now if you go Google it. We can go now for a minute if you go Google it. I don't need to look up it. Me already knows are true. Yeah, man, true. When did I say yeah? True. yeah, man. Go look up it, man. Because some of the things I like, man, I tell you. And you probably ask, how did they do that? Technology. Just like how I can sit here, I am talking to a lot of you who are tuning in from the UK, Canada, America, all over. I'm talking to you and you're hearing me immediately. When I can't sit down to you very spot by my face, my little beard, my shave up. You can. This is technology. This is technology. Yeah. Robotics. By the click of a button, the doctor was able to see the patient and direct. I don't know if it's laser or whatever it was, but the guy in Angola was under the technological thing, and he was able to successfully operate upon the man in Africa. Somebody said, but why Angola though, and not somewhere in Europe? Because black people are always the guinea pigs. We are always the guinea pigs. Yeah? We're always the guinea pigs. Somebody said AI makes mistakes. Well, let me tell you something, how advanced AI is, in case you don't know. And I don't want to lose my trend of thought and tying it in with the fact that the decisions that a number of you parents are currently making or supporting with your children, never tell you again, it rang. It rang. And you hear what I say? You're literally about to bankrupt yourself. You're about to run into a roadblock. That's different. When the Prime Minister of Jamaica introduced this robotics company to Jamaica 2025, it was one of the worst things Andrew Holness could have ever done, but it was also the most eye-opening thing for persons like myself who are thinking ahead. We have to evolve and we have to adapt. Evolving, you cannot be stepping 10 steps backward. That's not evolving. Yeah? To evolve means you move from this stage to another stage, and that other stage needs to be better than where you're coming from. Evolve. Come alive. Newness. And then you adapt. Understand the principles of the new world, what's happening, how to actually, make it work so you can generate money. It's forward thinking. You're up your movement. You're up your life. You cannot sit back. You cannot, for the love of God, sit back and think that everything is just going to fall in your lap and things are just going to continue as it were in the 90s or in the early 2000s. You must understand that technology has advanced. Everything, we're now living in a fast world, fast car, fast food, fast every freaking thing. We've moved from 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, with our 5G, and as a matter of fact, China already does 6 and 7G, whether you believe it or not. Which means that things, information is going to be processed much faster. Now we have a real problem, and the real problem is that the AI that we're talking about is dangerous. Although we're talking about it, it is dangerous. It's very dangerous. I've made several posts and screenshot them and put them over here. So why should children study, and what should children study, and what type of job should they aim for? Very good question. Answer is easy. If you are in a completely dominated technological age, computer science, computer technology, AI and technology skills, that is it. I mean, common sense. Because everything is going to be automated. Cars are driving itself. We need engineers to fix them when they broke down or something go bad. We now need you. That's where you push your child. That's where you push your child. How we can evolve and create things to fit this new era. Why should America and China and one or two other countries are the only ones making drones and making robots? Why is it you don't get our people here in Jamaica start making some serious robots? Robots that don't need any kind of batteries, maybe solar robots, something. And we think and allow our brain power to evolve with time. This is what you get the young people now doing. But instead, you have a plan to park police and soldiers outside entrances of ghetto, and then you come and say, we've controlled the crime. No, because the days are coming where, let me tell you, survival is going to be people's only priority. And in surviving, no matter how much soldier or police that you place at the gate or entrance of ghetto communities, they are going to find a way to take them out if they have to. Anybody who gets in their way, they're going to take them out. What about banking and finance degree? Is that useful? No, absolutely not. Because now, I mean, to get a banking or finance degree, you're pretty much, it's like an accountant, yeah? I mean, most persons who works in the banks, you have to have accounts, yeah? For the banking people over there, there's a young lady here that has been commenting. Can you tell me what degrees you need or what it covers, what it entails? Auditing. Yeah, by the click of a button, I can now audit stuff. You just upload everything and click of a button and you get the audit instantly. We don't need an auditor. We don't need an auditor. Why? All right, the question is, why do you think? Somebody said, I have a finance degree, so you know about money. All right, I'm gonna ask you, Katina, in college when you were studying finance, did you study cryptocurrency? Did you study cryptocurrency? Hold on, I'm gonna pin your answer. I'm gonna look at our answer. When I came to you and I told you that persons who are in the banking sector, it is not a disrespect when I come and I tell you that they are unaware of the quantum financial system, the blockchain technology. They don't really know much about it, cryptocurrency. It's a brand new era. And this is why it's difficult for financial advisors in the banking sector to pretty much advise you because they don't really know nothing. See there, it's not a part of the curriculum. It's not. It really isn't. It really isn't. And see there, Katina said, I learned that on my own. Let me pin your comment again. Let me pin that comment here. Say me can't pin it. See there? She said, I learned that on my own. Somebody said the bank know about it. No. When you talk about the bank, there's several groups of people in the bank. You have managers, you have CEOs, and then you have the regular tellers. But the regular teller, them don't know nothing what going on. Them themselves clueless. Them only learn to count money and make sure you say it right and proper accounting and what. They don't know about the crypto. Because if you walk up to any bank teller tomorrow and ask them about XRP, and their thoughts about the XRP ledger, they're like, what? The XRP ledger. They're like, what are you talking about? The XRP ledger. You know what most of them can probably talk to you about now? You know what they can probably talk to you about now? They can talk to you about the ISO 20022 messaging system, because that is the new messaging system or an upgrade from the old ISO system that they had. The ISO 20022 system is the new messaging system of how banks will be communicating going forward from a digital finance perspective. It deals with digital finance. Yeah. Investment advisor can't even advise you on that. It is the truth. They can't. So a lot of you, when you go now, are still keeping your money in a banking system that's really crashing. I've been telling you, in Jamaica National is on the brink. NCB on the brink. A lot of banks in Jamaica, me now ask you, they're on the brink of collapse. Collapse. See there? This is the bank. This is the person who have a degree in finance telling you it's rubbish. Let me see. But Lord God, keep talking. Me not happy to comment them tonight. Rubbish to have savings account. By the way, for the record, I am not a financial advisor. I am not offering financial advice. Anything that you learn here is for educational purpose only. If you do seek information about investments, please to speak with a licensed and registered financial advisor. I plead the fifth. What do you think is going to happen to the US dollar now? that the war is no longer a talk. It's literally happening as we're sitting here and they're bombing up each other as we speak. What do you think is going to happen to the US dollar? You see, tomorrow morning when the markets open, is it tomorrow morning or the stock market's open? Y'all will see. Y'all will see. Hey, this week, next week, may God have mercy on stock markets globally, because this is World War III, you know. This is not just two little countries against each other. Iran is currently bombing every single country that are friends with America down there. So for every country where them can reach with a missile that is friends with America and have US base, Bahrain, the UAE, every last one of them, Qatar, all of them. Yeah, the one country that everybody been saying, for the love of God, don't touch Iran. Don't touch Iran. Donald Trump allowed Israel, Netanyahu, you see that man there, Netanyahu, you see that man there? Allow Netanyahu to have so much dirt on him that all the crimes that this country has committed against Palestine and others, yeah, and all their manipulation and stuff, you decided to listen. You went against the advice from analysts, yeah, military analysts who tell us you might succeed in unaliving their leader, but there's the government system that they have. See there, they have already installed a new leader in 24 hours. 24 hours. The man them install a new leader, and you know what they say? They're just going to continue. You think that a new leader come and say, all right, stop the war now, means the new leader? No, it's a regime. It's a regime. You don't just take them out like that. They continue. So for the next month and a half, 2 months, 3 maybe, these bombings are going to continue. Don't think that they are going to come tomorrow. You know, from when Iran been wanting to attack Israel, you know from when Iran been wanting to attack America, and they have been holding their peace, they have been doing their best, and I said, listen, please to leave us alone. Leave us alone. We are not Venezuela. A lot, and I saw the comments online. Hey, yeah man, America's just going to wrap this one up in one day. And I said, these people must be idiots. America's been trying from 1979. You hear me telling you? And today, decades. And Donald Trump decided to break the barrier. The same Donald Trump that says he's bringing peace, no more war. I'm bringing peace. America is begging Italy to ask for a ceasefire. Italy? No man. Yeah man. Donald Trump will show you exactly who he is. Oh, and by the way, it's now rumored by Russia and others that there's about 560 American soldiers that have been unalived already. Yeah, over by Bahrain. And let me tell you about Bahrain. So Bahrain, the US base by Bahrain, wanna listen to me, you know? The US base, I will say it again, I'm not confirming this, I don't know, but if Russia put it out, and that information is coming from credible source, I screenshot it, and I put it here in the pictures. So when you go to my picture, you can see it for yourself. So I'm Marvin, I am not over here just making up things, all right? I'm gonna say this to you. Bahrain, I think, has over 3,000 American soldiers. Anywhere between 3,000 to 5,000 American soldiers are over there, because that is one of their key military base that should be there to restock the ships that are out there in the Middle East. So America have some missiles that when other missiles are coming, the interceptors, they call them, interceptors. So that base, yes, somebody said that base have the logistics for the Lincoln, Abe Lincoln, or whatever Lincoln them call it. That's the mothership what them have out there. Yeah? Yeah, man, them have a lot of things. The logistics, the everything they all literally make the missiles. So Iran knew the importance of that particular base, because what Iran is doing is complete textbook. The old missiles that they have, they're launching them. And in order for America don't have a choice. They have to defend themselves against the missiles. So they send out these interceptors that actually detonate the missiles that are incoming in the air. But America don't have unlimited supplies of that. Thank you, Rising Sun. 6,000 US military personnel over in Bahrain. 6,000. So Iran took out the entire military base last night. They took out the entire military base. You know what China has done? China said, here we are going. I don't like the fact that it's 2 against 1. Israel and America cannot go up against Iran. I don't like that. So here what I'm going to do. Iran, this is what I'll do for you. I have the technology, the big old balloon, and I have all the satellites up there. So I just send you their exact coordinates of where every ship is. Yeah. Hey, people, I don't think you'll understand what I'm going to say now. My cousin in the US military, you know, Taya Goodaz says, my cousin in the US military, you know, oh my God. Taya Goodaz, I am sorry to say this, but let me tell you this. Even Donald Trump has confirmed that he's expecting persons, military soldiers, to pass, to be unalived, and then he went and said, it's a part of war, casually. Or casually. First, casually, and allow them to waste their interceptors because they do not have unlimited source. But we, Iran, we have a massive land, and they think they know all our military bases. They don't. So what Iran has enough missiles to allow Israel and America to literally run out of the interceptor missiles. Once there is no interceptor missiles, Taya says she's crying. Sorry. But it doesn't look good for anybody. Any American soldier that is down here, don't listen to the idiots who are thinking that America is going to wrap this one up. They're not going to wrap it up. They're not going to wrap it up. Donald Trump is also a liar. So he's not going to talk about how many soldiers' lives are already lost. He's not going to talk about that. Know who I am. There's a Chinese video right now that shows one of America's ship will get knocked. There's an oil rig. There's an oil rig in the Persian Gulf. Or what they call it. Iran blew up an oil rig. Oil rig. Oil rig. Oil rig. That's a big old thing with them plants in the middle of the ocean for pretty much drill the oil. Iran blew up one.
That would be the man's.
No, not oil tanker. Oil rig. The rig, the permanent structure with the water. The rig. Iran has missiles that America don't even know about because China and Russia have supplied them with a lot of missiles. You see the one what them call the hypersonic missile? The hypersonic missile moves at 18,000 kilometers. 18,000 kilometers per hour. Fast. And it does not miss its target. That's the one where that broke through the aerial defense of Israel last night. You know, hear what I say? And also broke through the aerial defense over by the UAE. Them no play. You cannot go into a man water and then you unalive their president and most of their military leaders and think that they're gonna come down and say, all right, we give up. You win. No, because you have to understand the culture. Down there, so in the Middle East, those people live for war. Live for war. They live for war. America and Israel, these are two powerful nations against one country. So you really think China and Russia was going to sit back and watch that? No, because nobody in the Middle East really wants Israel to come now and dominate down there. No, and enough people don't like Israel. The countries that are against Israel, most of them are not against America. So like Qatar and the UAE, they might not like Israel, right? They don't like Israel, right? But they are friends with America. So that's why they have US, American bases, the military base set up. They give America permission to set up their military base over there. So now Iran said, here we go. We already know where all the US bases are. These are not things, they're not mobile. It's not things that you can take up and walk with it and move it from the location that it is. These are permanent structures. Yeah? So it's easy to have missiles going to every last one of them. There are a lot of American soldiers who are, and that's just reality. When they are out, oh by the way, in order to refill the ships, the US ships with the interceptor missiles, the next available port for them to do our base, for them to do that is 3.5 days away. 3.5 days journey. So they would have to journey, go pick them up, stack up, and then one of that 3.5 days will come back. They don't have that time, and Iran is not going to have their time. Yeah? I am going to tell you this. There's going to be missiles on America for days. There's going to be missiles on America for days. And guess what? Iran has the capability of now making missiles because they are at home. They are where we make these things. So within the next 2 to 3 weeks, them already restock missiles with them already fired. So, and they have already said it, that if America attacks, they are going to sink them Lincoln, where them say can last 20 days for water, 20 years for water. Iran have one of the most sophisticated missiles. Yes, they do. The hypersonic, the one what them call Fatah 1. The Fatah 1 missile is one of the deadliest missiles. Nobody has anything to intercept it. It has, I think based on how you make it, the same interceptors, it can actually outdo them. Them call it the fatter one. And fatter two. Fatter one or fatter two. Don't underestimate the fatter them. And I mean, I might appear to be facetious or cynical with the report of what we're doing here. But in reality, lives are going to be lost. You hear me telling them? Lives are going to be lost. Somebody said they unalive the people who built them. Yeah, that's what you think. That's what you think. You think this is a movie. It's not everybody. It's not everybody they unalive. Manners and respect. Anybody who sent that gift. Thank you. Yeah? Somebody said it's a program, not one person. No, it's not. It's not. Yeah? Lives are being lost as we speak right now. And I'm telling you that the rest of us can get up tomorrow and go to work and think that everything is okay. Andrew better not get involved, because we can't even manage half a missile here. and I mean, it is serious. This is what happens when you become friends with people like America. Because I'm not asking you, if this war was being fought in the Caribbean waters, Trinidad, Guyana, St. Vincent, Jamaica possibly, would have been attacked, because these men are attacking every single, because just like with Venezuela, Trinidad allowed America to set up their military base in Trinidad. So if Iran was in the Caribbean, me not ask Christ if Trinidad would have been under attack right now. They attack the friends of their enemies, because the friends of their enemies will provide refuge for military base, which we can't deal with that. So we attack you and make you know yourself. So when I came out and I posted that video saying that the Prime Minister of Trinidad is a mad woman, I meant it with every respect in the world. She has to be crazy. You don't come out and make those kind of press conferences. You put out press release about how you support the US. You're mad with their strike against Iran. You're mad. Somebody said, so why they bomb Dubai? Because Dubai has military bases for the US. Yeah. Dubai are pretty much allies of the US. And I was very surprised. I didn't know that Dubai was pretty much an ally of the US. They are bombing friends. They are bombing friends. Somebody said smart Trini. Somebody said smart Trini. You're right. She needs to be careful, because you have meddled with Venezuelans. Venezuelans are no joke people, Don't think Maduro or Maduro's friends have forgotten about what Trinidad has done. I'm going to say this again. For the love of God, because they soon let go Maduro, eventually, because China and Russia have asked for them to release him. And although they asked that probably a few weeks ago, after it happened, it does not negate the fact. You might not see anything happen now, but China and Russia are strategic in what they do. They don't just run upon you like that. They make a statement and they stand by their statement. When they're acting, just like what China did. China did not run upon America, with the bombing and stuff, or Israel. You know what China did? China knows for a fact that Iran has enough firepower to help themselves. So China said, here what I'm going to do for you, Iran. You might not have the satellite imagery. Me, China, me have it. So here what? See it here? You have an American base there, right? So two ships there, two, and they've been stationary for days. Yeah, and it's not just the location, you know. It's details, you know, of what kind of ship, what missiles it's carrying, what everything. China just send it to them. You're talking the truth. You're talking the truth. I don't know if we're not seeing things that are going on. They will soon see. What I'm concerned about, let's talk about us and what to do. Let's talk about us. Let's not go any deeper into the reality of what's happening. Let me tell you what's coming. The economic crisis. Stock up on food and plant for the love of God. Plant. Whatever you can plant. Some people say you just have put fear in the people. You're just fear mongering. Okay. No man, come off this live, go to your bed, go watch TV, go watch Netflix. No man, go click Netflix and watch movie. Catch up, say there, watch movie. Say, yo, am I star that, you know? Star bad, you know? Watch it, look at what a bus shot. You see what's coming? May God have mercy on countries like Jamaica, where we have allowed America to infiltrate our agriculture sector, where everything to plant, we need seeds from them, and we need seeds from China. Right now, if I was the Prime Minister of Jamaica, right now, first initiative, every household in Jamaica would have to get seeds. Every land, farmland, make it available now for free. And send the nation out to farm. You might not be able to buy a pair of shoes, but you need to eat. You might not be able to drink an ice cold drink because there's no electricity, but you'll have food and water. Jamaica is in terms of alternative energy, Jamaica is filled with solar, wind, water, all flipping kind. Wind, water, sun, moon, all kind of energy sources are here. Jamaica should have been making solar panels like crazy. We should have been the hub for, not even just Jamaica. We should have had a Caribbean program where CARICOM, we with all the sunshine and stuff, we've now created this CARICOM hub where we supply the rest of the world like Canada and all them places. Yeah man, with solar things man, because them people are be a snow them have man, be a snow and all kind of things. How we should end up provide the rest of the world with solar power. Every single school, as a matter of fact, I need to say this for the record, because some of you want to know. If I become president, not prime minister, because I don't know me like that name there, president of Jamaica for tomorrow, it would be among the top 5 things that I would do on my first day in office. I would start a solar program, all the engineers, go up by UTech and wherever we have our civil engineer students, and make them very important to this country. pay them whatever we have to pay them to start thinking how to revolutionize our energy sector. Yeah, man. Bridges, everything. We do not need people from Japan and China to build nothing. The education, they right here. And thank God for technology. What we don't know, we look up it on the net. What we don't know, it's on the net already. There is nothing where them ever create where you can Google and find out how we go and see how people are show you how. And we become self-sufficient. We need to make sure that every school and government institution in and around Jamaica is fully solar powered. Do you know how much money leave our coffers and go to JPS? Want to know how much money Jamaica pay JPS for electricity bill? Eh? Do you know what those billions of dollars could do? If we actually now put our energy into getting solar powered stuff and make sure all these sectors, government sectors and stuff, are now fully solar powered. And I mean, think about the reality of it. We really don't use our high schools at nights. We don't use it at night time. At daytime we use it when sun hot. At daytime we use it. And now thank God for technology. We have solar panels where even if rain is falling, it charges. They have some solar power, so we charge the panels. So whether rain or sun, the panels get charged. How can you have this kind of access to this kind of energy source and you don't tap into it? If we were manufacturing our solar panels, which we should, which we have, look how much bauxite. Look how much bauxite is leaving Jamaica. Look at the environmental hazards that bauxite mining is doing to our people. The country don't make no money off of bauxite, really. The country don't make no money for the amount of bad that it does. And why is it we don't have a refinery where we own? Jamaica should have owned at least 70% of bauxite and also have the refinery where we make the aluminum stuff and we sell back to people. The raw material leave here, so we export. Someone say we export aluminum. Yeah, but like the byproducts, do we have any factories that makes the byproducts from aluminum? I don't think we have any factories where no, we don't. No, we don't. And there's so much things that we make from aluminum, so much flipping things. Did you people feel the earthquake this morning? I felt it. Me lie down on the bed, and me see the bed go so whoop whoop. And me eye up and me say, me know say me not dizzy. I mean no, me not think me I go see Nile so fast. And then me go whoop whoop again and me say me. People, me I tell you the truth, me lie down on the bed naked, me jump off my bed fast. And me draw, me mismatch, me run out, I run out, then you go up, me, then you go sit down, lie down and say, me no building tear down for me in there, me, no sir, I run and go up. Yeah man. When me go down on the back and me see the young lady at the restaurant, me say, wanna feel the earthquake here? Earthquake? No, me say, wanna feel it? Same time my phone a ring. Has been discovered in some regions. TikTok, give me restrictions. TikTok, give me restrictions. Um, apparently, there were stuff I just said that were against their thingy. Can you hear me? Are you people still hearing me? Someone said that was expected. Can you all hear me? Someone said yes. All right. So, so what we're gonna do? Well, at least they're gonna. But yeah, some restrictions went on. What I'm gonna do? I think it's for some countries or whatever, them restrict it for whatever I just said. I guess, Lord God, I don't even know how to talk freely upon them damn sitting here. So this is why I want persons to go over YouTube. I want to subscribe to Marvin Littlefire. Marvin Littlefire on YouTube. Just go Marvin Little Likkle Fire FYAH and just go over there and subscribe so we can start go live over there. Because over there, it's a little bit better. All right. If you notice, a lot of the viewers are currently falling off because they are currently restricting the live from certain countries that have protected their people from some things I just said about whatever. Yeah. Someone said you called her Trinidad. I did. All right, so here we're going. I'm going to come back tomorrow on the live. See that we have so many people. I'm going to come back tomorrow on the live. I'm going to leave my number lastly for those of you who might be wanting to invest into crypto and stuff like that. I'm going to leave the number so you can reach out to my office if you have interest to see how best my company can facilitate you if you don't know how and stuff like that. All right. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not offering financial advice. Anything I say here is for educational purposes only. All right, good. Somebody said just restart your live. Yeah, I could, but it's also 9:32. I'm gonna plan to stay here forever. We don't know. What I want to do, I'll just come back tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. So tomorrow evening at 7, join me tomorrow. Or 8, not 7, 8 p.m. because I realize 7 p.m. some people still coming from work and so Mumsel said, Marvin, call you so many times about that. I don't know which number you call. See number there? That's my office number. Just send a WhatsApp message and my assistant will schedule a meeting. All right? Somebody said, we like your company. Sandy Lulu. Big up yourself, Sandy. We love your company too. But tell you what, so tomorrow we just pick up. Remember the taxi association numbers are on the transport website. Oh, thank you, Legend. 876 Legend. Manners and respect. For those of you who want to know, we're still going to go ahead. March is the month that we're going to be doing a protest. It's going to be a stay-at-home protest. We don't know how many persons are going to join us, but the well-thinking Jamaicans will do that. We're going to put out a flyer. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk again about cryptocurrency. We're going to discuss the war that's happening, and we're also going to talk about the protest that's coming up. All right? Very educative and I guess I want to say entertaining or educating. But thank you. I really appreciate you, Katina. Make sure you come. As a matter of fact, they're going to give you moderator. They give you a moderator position. Yes. Finally, we have a banking lady over here. You're a moderator. I just gave you moderator position. All right, but I love and respect everybody. Thank you so much for coming. How can I get to you by joining? Dorrit Myers. I just left the number, so if you took down the number, you can actually message my assistant. That's my office number. So it's 876-590-2225. Thank you. The impactful, yeah, working like that. We have yourself. Come make a moderator too. Thank you, I really appreciate it. So 8 p.m. tomorrow, Monday night. So tomorrow 8 p.m. Listen to me. I'm a business owner though. I want to make sure someone join me 8 o'clock tomorrow night. I don't want to slow away and then say 130 people, and then it was someone decide to join when 5 minutes left for me finish the live. want to drive it on 8 p.m. tomorrow because a lot of things are happening. This week is going to be the sentencing of Silvera, the 6th. The 6th is going to be the sentencing of Joyland Silvera, the PNP man who apparently is responsible for the unaliving of his wife. But immediately after that sentencing, there is a trusted source who was very close to the deceased who will be coming forward with information, and every Jamaican better stay tuned.